Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. I've got a Stockli Nella 96 for you today. This ski returns structurally unchanged from last year, remains a really strong and incredibly smooth all-mountain ski. It's on the slightly wider side of that spectrum for having a more traditional shape and style, just kind of a typical rocker, camber rocker profile, but more relying on that camber underfoot. Stockli does an amazing job with the construction of these skis at keeping them quiet and silent and smooth. A lot of that has to do with how they layer their materials and just kind of an interesting way of using them together. So it is built with a lighter weight wood core. It consists of poplar, beech, and paulownia. We then get 2 sheets of metal here as well. So the metal does a bulk of the heavy lifting when it comes to delivering power and stability. And then with each layer, they infuse their adhesive material with rubber dust. So that rubber goes a long way in helping to filter out unwanted vibrations and keep these skis smooth and stable. Also a fairly chunky aluminum insert in the tail really just kind of brings it home that this ski, even at 96 millimeters underfoot, is more directional in nature with an emphasis on more front side and carving performance. So the width gets you off-piste, but the construction and profile of the ski are decidedly more on-piste and front side oriented, even for a 96. Stokli is a pretty interesting company in that they don't really put a whole lot of emphasis on playful freeride skis. They don't make a twin tip. A lot of their skis are really in this range of being precision-oriented products, and that's their company. They can do what they want with it, and as a result, they fare quite well in that department, and their execution is second to none. Interesting that they put that metal on the top, as it is the first point of contact from you, the skier, so it does reduce vibrations and keeps things pretty stable and mellow at the same time. The 96 has a little bit more flex in the shovel, but is pretty stiff underfoot and through the tail, giving you a lot of good feedback, especially if you're a pretty aggressive skier. But yeah, really amazing construction and overall quality from these skis, just a high-end product for sure. Shape and profile wise, 96 underfoot, you think that that's going to be a little bit more soft snow oriented, and we do have kind of a lower camber profile. It is a longer one, but it's pretty low. And then just not a ton of rocker up here. It does kind of start lower than we see in the narrower 88, with just a slightly bit more tapered shape in the tip. The tail, not quite the same, more business-like back here, minimal splay, pretty flat and square overall, slight taper, slight rocker, but most of this ski is more directional in nature and shape. 14-meter turn radius here in the 156. And on the scale here, we are at 1,600, just over 1,600 grams. So pretty light and agile for kind of how stiff and strong it feels. So that mix kind of delivers a pretty unique feel on snow because it is powerful. It does have the shape of being more front side oriented, but then it has that width that allow it to be more soft snow focused as well. We do have some tester feedback here. Luis Lintelac notes that this ski wanted to stay in an arc at all costs. It would be fabulous on freshly groomed trails when you want hot laps, but driving this through the crud was a lot of work. You really have to get in the front of the boot to boss this ski around. Yeah, the directional nature and that stiffer flex, I totally see how that happens. It's really that lighter weight that's saving you from it being just an incredibly overly demanding ski. But yeah, strong skiers will fare the best on this Nella 96 for sure. It is a extremely smooth and capable carving ski on groomers. And then when you get in softer snow, because it is more directional, it's going to want to cut through as opposed to being more playful. But that's it. That is the Stockli Nella 96. Make sure to check the ski out here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.